Excellency Peter Obi was among other amazing dignitaries at this particular event. Now, it was a birthday party of Prince Sam Amuka, and yes, he actually celebrated massively at Echo Hotel. This is the arrival of Mr. Peter Obi at the event. Well, the event, he wasn't there alone. The likes of Duke, the likes of Wole Soyinka, a lot of people, a lot of the Prince of Warri, the King of Warri too was there. A lot of amazing dignitaries were all present. Enjoy the highlight. Please don't forget to subscribe.
Okay, after Governor Adeleke of Washington State, we invite the Minister of Information and National Orientation, publish our blueprint, one of our own, to see the President, Excellency, the Governor of Washington State, the man who will press the room. Everybody will be excited, knowing that there will be joy, there will be dancing. Okay, the band.
Sugar band.
Sugar band.
You already know what it is. You know what time it is. This is dancing governor.
Uncle Sam used to be sad that this is a very happy Uncle Sam that we are celebrating this evening. And we would like to start this program by thanking all of you for coming to this event. And we have seen all the people who are here. Earlier in the day, I saw walking in Professor Wole Soyinka, another icon, another legend. His own birthday is in July 13. But the legend is also here to honor another legend. Abika Damari, the chairperson of NITCOM, also just walking in. Thank you very much, Madam, for joining us. I've also seen in the world Chief Belobi, International Press Institute, an icon of the profession.
And life patron
of everything.
Let's not forget that.
He's the icon.
One more time, let's give a round of applause for everyone. Absolutely well said. That's a man who knows. He knows Uncle. I'm not even. I don't think I qualify to call the celebrant Uncle. I think this is the point where I take part. I'm a child. But my parents before me, let's not forget, because there are many people in this room who were broadcasters, like my parents were. They were also journalists at some point or the other.
From a very distinguished wedding.
That is why I'm here.
Sam, the joint village. Of Soviet, we struck off great relationship. I have to say to people that the smallest Uncle Sam, then I wouldn't call him Uncle Sam, because Sam he was full of ideas. He would argue with the editor then, and then they would do it over issues to be published or not be published. Uncle Sam helped me many times when I turned in my report to say, no, this angle wouldn't be it. Turn it to some other angle, and that would get on the front. Uncle Sam, thank you for your mentorship. Sam is a very kind.
But in the last 20 years or so, I had the pleasure of working along with him in building some of the institutions of the Nigerian media. And I'm talking about NIJ, which trains our journalists. I'm talking of the International Press Institute, which protects the freedom of journalists. And of course, the Newspaper Proprietors Association, which is the one group that is trying to sustain newspapers and the freedom we all enjoy from reading. So let me just say that in the little time I've known Uncle Sam, I've taken 2 or 3 lessons One, a lot of people have said it, is his simplicity. I think he's bearing with this noise we're making about it. As his friends know, he doesn't want it.
I heard that Uncle Sam is complex. Somehow, I never saw that complex side of Uncle Sam. And the part that I saw, starting from my first time of direct contact with Uncle Sam in July of 1984, when Uncle Sam interviewed me to be news editor for Vanguard. He asked me one question. My friend, what book are you reading now? And I told him. And he said, can you tell me a little bit about this book? And I told him. And he said, young man, if half...
Saxa, I found this column the ultimate ambush, especially for people of power. It's like leading people on, ensuring that they continue to have the most ballooned aspect, images of themselves, lays that ambush of self-regard, of excessive authority, sense of overbearance, and then finally, with his very witty sense, he punctures the balloon, all the time pretending to be sad. One of the most mischievous characters we've ever had in the journalistic career. And today, I had no choice. I'm used to all kinds of ambush, but Sam, as you reminded earlier, is very deceptive. When you want to lay an ambush, you ensure that you have fair-sized people who can sustain that ambush and trap the query efficiently. Well, in the journalistic trade, speaking metaphorically, the real master of ambush happens to be one of the least among us.
Green card. And this is an icon in literature. The master interview has said, I have a PhD. So I owe my PhD to the man that is going to speak next. I spent years studying his work, writing essays, being supervised by Professor Dapadeluga. And he's over 90, and he's our father in Nigerian literature, in global literature. We don't joke with him. And he's a very proud Ijeba son, Professor Wole Atiku.
And so when it comes to me with an instruction, he doesn't pass an instruction. He says, let's have a conversation. There is no problem. You're dealing with a man who is as old as your father. You're dealing with a man who knows everything about journalism. How can you?
And then was going to be a book around him, and I was going to be somebody, the person to review the book. When I didn't see the book, when I spoke to him about Bible, that was about 2 days ago, I said, there's no way I can review a book that I haven't seen. So he said, well, come, all the same, at least we'll list you among those who is going to pay a tribute to him. And I scribbled just about 500 words or so. So if you permit me, I'll just read. Given his wife and importance,
today, he has more than 4 pieces. Out of maybe about 50 that he should have. Because that is Sam's way of life and character. And it's so funny, we have a friend called Johnson. Johnson made money from the military. Plenty. Rolls Royce, BMW in London. So one day, Johnson appeared at Sam's flat. Who is that something Amuka? Please.
This party started 30 years ago. When I told Uncle Sam we were hosting Amaechi, and he said it will be done. But as Fashola would say, Uncle Sam will live longer than his mother, who died over 100. So let me first welcome the Wole of Wole, who is the traditional ruler of the Shekiris worldwide, who gave Uncle Sam to the world. But in Delta, they say Uncle Sam is also Amuka level, as the president of the Sapele Boma Boys. So you go
honor Nigerian journalists. That said, I would like to invite to introduce this program formally the Prince Kingdom, Duke Kingdom, who in 1995 founded this daily, you all know this daily, who in 2013 founded Arash, the global standard channel that everybody wakes up in the morning to watch. I've spent, I think, 8 years in that channel. I'm not thinking of retirement. Former president of the newspaper.
Balanced storytelling and courageous advocacy for justice, good governance, and the rule of law. Through your iconic color, Salsa, you offer generations of readers a blend of wit, wisdom.
I was admitted to Government College Ughelli, known by many then as the Eton of Nigeria. He was the youngest in his class. As a student, the seed of his future